What you got here, Andrew?
I have the carnage that is stuck in the carrier.
Damn, that thing is freaking jacked. That thing just like splintered in 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
Not 1,000 pieces, but it broke right in the hub.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Dude, that is crazy. And that's where it actually
It's
hit.
like it broke deep in there, too.
I feel like I got that. So that's where it basically wedged against the inside and cracked the case here.
Mm-hmm.
And the bearing.
And the bearing.
But did we keep the old ones? We did, huh?
The old bearings?
Yeah, one of them.
I don't know, actually.
So we're gonna.
Worst comes to worst. What's it called? House Brothers has Timken bearings.
Oh, okay.
So.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a lot of force.
Yeah. Just snapped it hella hard.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna. There we go. Nice. Okay. That doesn't look broken. So this is the other half of the axle. So what we need to do is we're not gonna get it out this way for sure. It's gonna have to come out from this side. So the only thing left in the toolbox to do is to chuck this up and machine off.
What keeps the gear on the...
Yeah, I think it's probably one piece. Or maybe not. Machine this this keeper groove, machine it all the way off. And then we'll deal with this later. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's not broken, so that's good. Now tap out of that. That's probably gonna be a little harder.
Nope.
No? Hey, dude, don't hit my car.
This isn't cool, though.
Yeah, dude. Jacked. Let's see. It's a pretty big gouge. It's even oblong a little bit.
Is it?
A little bit. Sorry, though. What'd you say?
This thing got jacked.
Dude. That thing came off. It was weird. It's like a spiral.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to twist it apart.
Dude, that thing got hammered. Why'd you gotta pop the clutch so hard, dude? That's a wall. That's wall art right there.
Yeah, this is crazy. You got jacked.
Yeah, that thing
cracked all the way in the spine.
Man, that was some straight carnage, man. It's crazy. Yeah, that's bad. The thing got destroyed. Man, I almost wonder about your other axle.
It's probably not far.
I would probably replace them both. All right, so we got the bearing off, and that is the result of the axle obviously expanding in the bore, crack the bearing, crack the bore. So what we're gonna have to do is grind out the area that's cracked, weld it, and then machine it back down to size. So we can get this thing back together. So it shouldn't be too crazy. So we got it chucked up, we got it welded, ground it out, put a V-groove, entered it in the face to grind out the crack, and then on the back side here. So now what's left to do is basically machine it. So we're gonna dial it in with the dial indicator. So it's about 2 thou proud where it actually had the
crack?
The impact, yeah, the crack. So, which is consistent with where the crack actually occurred. So we're just gonna...
Where the indicator's showing?
Huh? Yeah, with the indicator showing it. Is that what I said? So, it's tired. I'm tired. I'm late. It's late. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is move this aside. It's a long day, man. I got up at like 4:30 this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm getting old. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna skim it, and then we're gonna blend it. So I'll do the outside first, and then I'll do the inside.
Do it again.
So we're really close. Here, basically, you can see where we're barely starting to touch the base material. And this, everywhere where it's shiny is where it's flared. So it's flared pretty well right there, pretty good. So let's dial this in, make sure it's, oops. Move this over a little bit. Let's see. So it's off about the same as what it was. So that's pretty good. So it's about 1.5 thousandths of an inch, which is not that much. So you see here, this is where the original journal was right here, where it has this lip right here. So I just gotta barely kiss it a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Here's our weld repair there. It looks pretty good. We didn't really touch any of this. So really basically just touching from here to about right here. All the area that's basically plastically deformed from the impact. All right, so here you can see where it's 95% blended.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give it one more quick kiss, and we should be golden. If you put this in there and it's bound up, your finger's gone.
Oh yeah.
Just twist off like a beer bottle. All right, so we're pretty much done. Everything polished, machined. You can barely tell the impact site.
Where was it?
Right there. So it's pretty much as it was before, for the most part.
Yep.
The only reason why you see a little bit of disparity in color or shadowing is because this is hardened steel, and the rod that we used was not hardened steel. So it's mostly austenitic. All right, so now it's just a matter of miking it, make sure it's good, put the bearing back on it, or we have an old bearing that we found that we're going to use. The good thing about this part is that I believe it's replaceable. There's a part number on it, so that's cool. But I think we're good. We're going to mic it just to make sure. And if everything's great, Andrew's going to slap it together. New bearing on it, or the old bearing on it. An old used bearing on it, I guess you should say. New used. And then put it back together, and we're going to a C10 intervention.